is the Anthony Edwards face of the NBA conversation, is that as big of a deal in Minnesota as it is nationally and on ESPN, like whether or not Anthony Edwards wants to be the face of the NBA, whether he just doesn't want to be? Is that conversation as big of a deal locally as it is nationally?
Here's what I'll say on that, and this is what I think folks locally understand. I think this is what fans of Anthony Edwards understand. In this day and age, in this social media age, people are really quick to tear you apart on the things that you say. So if you say, yeah, I'm gonna be the face of the NBA, you're putting a target on your back, you're putting pressure on your shoulders, and some competitors, yeah, bring it on, welcome that. The moment that you have a bad game, a bad stretch, a couple bad games in the postseason, you get eliminated in the postseason, whatever it may be, they're running that back. He said he wanted to be the face of the league. Why he out there shooting 4 for 12? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't his team win? Why didn't he do that? And some things are fair and some things are unfair, but they're circling back to, this is what you said, bro. I personally don't think Ant wants to invite that criticism by him saying openly, I want to be the face of the NBA. I don't have a problem with that. When you watch Anthony Edwards play and you see him go at his idol, Kevin Durant, not to be buddy-buddy, but to go at his throat, hit a three, talk trash at him. When you see him go at LeBron and he's being physical with LeBron like he's a defensive back about to get a holding penalty, and talking trash to LeBron James. When you see him going at anybody, when you see him trying to dunk on somebody, when you see him spending off season as a guy who was an athletic dunk on your mama player, when you see him spending off season working on his 3-point shot, and then in that next season lead the league in 3-pointers made, everything about his approach to his work and practice in the off season, everything about his approach and his attitude in games and his competitive energy and his fiery nature tells me he wants to be the face of the NBA. So the fact that he's not saying it in an interview with whatever interviewer, that's not, to me, that's not what I necessarily care about. How are you competing? How are you working on your game to get better? And if he eventually wins a championship and brings a title to Minnesota, if he wins an MVP award and all those types of things, guess what? You're the face of the NBA. So I think he's got his own branding. I think he has his own understanding of what he wants to be and how he wants to be appreciated in this game and respected. And he wants to be, the best. I mean, he went into the Olympics saying that, no, I'm the go-to guy, so whether he's ready for that or whatever, it's immaterial. It's the fact that, look, he believes he can play with anybody in this league, and he prepares and he competes that way. And he's going to have hiccups. And again, back-to-back Western Conference Finals. He's lost to Luka when he was in Dallas. He lost to Shea a season ago. But he put in a lot of work this offseason to try to get over that hump. And we'll see if they do it or not. But I think I judge him on the work that he puts in. And to me, that says, I want to not be the face of the league. I want to dominate this league.